Okay, so once I've gotten through the setup where I'm braced and I've got my handle forward, my spine tilted back slightly, and I've made my initial turn back or my left shoulder move toward the golf ball, my club's going to be in a position here where the face is square to the arc. My next big key as I make my move to the top of the backswing is to really just feel like everything is a turn and that my right side maintains that braced position. So from the first part back, as I turn my shoulder in, I look back and I can see that the club face is square to the arc, or it's kind of looking down the path from which it just came. I'm just going to continue to turn my body, my upper body, away from the target. So a couple things are going to happen here. It's nothing I have to be really conscious of, but my left arm, just because it's going to run out of room here, if I just continued to turn and didn't do anything with my left arm, I'd kind of get stuck in about this position. So my left arm is actually going to raise for me from here back. It's actually going to raise up my chest a little bit, and that's not a conscious thing. That's just depending on our body types and depending on our mobility, my left arm will move however much it needs to move to get to the top of my backswing. The big key that we want to be aware of when our left arm makes that move is that our club face and our left wrist position don't start hinging and creating an open club face. So as I go back from this position to the top, I just want to be still very aware of what the club face is looking like. So if I see the club face pointing kind of down at the ground, I know I've got a lot of cup in my left wrist and I know that the club face is really open. If I were to turn back through to the ball, I'd have a really open club face at impact and the ball would definitely start right and most likely curve right. So I want to make sure that at that position, as I'm going back to the top, that my club face just stays as square as possible to the arc. Now my left arm is going to raise some, and my right elbow is also going to bend some. If my right arm stayed completely straight, my backswing would only go about this far. So allowing my right arm to bend and my left arm to raise will get me to the top of my backswing. And again, I'm just looking at that club face. It doesn't have to be this close. It doesn't have to be completely square to the arc. But the less open it is, the easier it is going to be to deliver the club back online to come into the ball. And we're going to start talking about transition in the next video.